We became exhausted merely trying to enter into dreaming. For weeks after that we tried to achieve again the effectiveness of our first performance, but without any success. With every failure we became more desperate and greedy. In the face of our impasse, I decided that we should postpone our dreaming together for the time being and take a closer look at the process of dreaming and analyze its concepts and procedures. LaGuardia did not agree with me at first. For her, the idea of reviewing what we knew about dreaming was another way of succumbing to despair and greed. She preferred to keep on trying, even if we did not succeed. I persisted and she finally accepted my point of view out of the sheer sense of being lost. One night we sat down and, as casually as we could, we began to discuss what we knew about dreaming. It quickly became obvious that there were some core topics which Don Juan had given special emphasis. First was the act itself. It seemed to begin as a unique state of awareness arrived at by focusing the residue of consciousness, which one still has when asleep, on the elements, or the features, of one's dreams. The residue of consciousness, which Don Juan called the second attention, was brought into action, or was harnessed, through exercises of not doing. We thought that the essential aid to dreaming was a state of mental quietness, which Don Juan had called stopping the internal dialogue, or the not doing of talking to oneself. To teach me how to master it, he used to make me walk for miles with my eyes held fixed and out of focus at a level just above the horizon so as to emphasize the peripheral view. His method was effective on 2 counts. It allowed me to stop my internal dialogue after years of trying, and it trained my attention. By forcing me to concentrate on the peripheral view, Don Juan reinforced my capacity to concentrate for long periods of time on one single activity. Later on, when I had succeeded in controlling my attention and could work for hours at a chore without distraction, a thing I had never before been able to do, he told me that the best way to enter into dreaming was to concentrate on the area just at the tip of the sternum, at the top of the belly. He said that the attention needed for dreaming stems from that area. The energy needed in order to move and to seek in dreaming stems from the area an inch or 2 below the belly button. He called that energy the will, or the power to select, to assemble. In a woman, both the attention and the energy for dreaming originate from the womb. A woman's dreaming has to come from her womb because that's her center, LaGuardia said. In order for me to start dreaming, or to stop it, all I have to do is place my attention on my womb. I've learned to feel the inside of it. I see a reddish glow for an instant, and then I'm off. How long does it take you to get to see that reddish glow? I asked. A few seconds. The moment my attention is on my womb, I'm already into dreaming, she continued. I never toil, not ever. Women are like that. The most difficult part for a woman is to learn how to begin. It took me a couple of years to stop my internal dialogue by concentrating my attention on my womb. Perhaps that's why a woman always needs someone else to prod her. The Nagual Juan made us used to put cold, wet river PEB blasts on my belly to get me to feel that area. Or he would place a weight on it. I had a chunk of lead that he got for me